Well, hello there, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet video. Today, we're going to be trying to capture more legendaries like we did last time. The legendary I'm trying to capture here is a little bit of a tricky one. I've been trying this for like a good 20 minutes. I'm not exactly sure how it works. But you see here that there's an area where I'm standing in where a bunch of leaves are spinning. So I'm spinning as well. And then after we're done spinning for a good while there, we're supposed to go on our camera and then go to a filter. The sepia filter, and then it should happen. Like, I don't understand. Am I not standing in the right spot? Am I not spinning long enough? Is this not working? Am I even on the right filter? I think this is the right filter. Yeah, I don't know. Cause it says stand where it's like the leaves are spinning. So like, is that here? Am I missing something? Alright, we'll try it again here. So it says 10 seconds. So 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi 7, Mississippi 8, Mississippi 9, Mississippi 10, Mississippi 11, Mississippi 12, Mississippi 13, Mississippi 14, Mississippi 15, Mississippi 16, Mississippi. Alright, that should be a good amount of spinning there. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. And I don't know. What? Why can't I get this to work? Am I not standing in the right spot, perhaps? Like, you see all the leaves are spinning. Should be around here, is it not? Right here. Am I not spinning correctly? It just doesn't work. I'm not sure. We'll try again here. I just don't know how I can get this to work. I feel like I'm pretty spot on. It just doesn't work. It's working! I hear the music. Jeez, not you. I got it to work! That was incredibly annoying. Alright. Well, we got Meadowella. I guess we should try to take a picture here. Yeah, that took way too long. I wish there was a way I can get Gallade back to the ball, but it's okay. Gallade can chill with us here. Oops. Yeah, and this time I actually have headphones on, so I'm actually listening to the music here. Because I just want to make sure it works. Well, we finally got it. Oh my goodness, dude. We'll do a peace sign, and then we'll just get into it. Yeah, a weird little thing that, I mean, no way any normal person would be able to figure out normally. That's something you have to look up a guide. But we finally got it here. So we're gonna capture some more legendaries. I actually looked at the legendaries I had left to kind of gather. I don't have that many left, to be fair, which is pretty good. I have, of course, this Meadowella and a few more snack worst legendaries. And after that, we're looking pretty good. And we can start doing other stuff than capturing these legendaries. This one just unfortunately took a long time to trigger. It used Psychic, and so I can probably switch to a Dark type later, and it'll be a little bit better to resist Meadowella's moves here. But yeah, getting Meadowella is a pretty nice touch in this game. I think that I want to say it's like one of the first times we can capture Metalwet. I could be wrong. But in, what's it called? In Pokemon, I think Sword and Shield, I think you have an opportunity of capturing like Paldea or something like that. And so just giving us the opportunity to capture kind of these rare mystical Pokemons. I think Metalwet is also from Gen 5. And so seeing a Metalwet at the Blueberry Academy makes sense because Blueberry Academy is kind of near Unova, right? And so seeing a Metalwet here kind of makes sense in the whole scheme of things. But we're gonna go ahead and start chucking balls at the Legendary. Indeed, so we have a few more snack worth Legendary like I mentioned. Okay, apparently Relic Song is, I think it's normal type? It might be normal type, I'm not sure. I thought it was Psychic type, but apparently it might be normal type. I think I'm getting confused in Pokemon Masters because I use Metalwet in Pokemon Masters, and I believe Relic Song actually changes depending on Metalwet's stance. Because Metalwet has two stances. It has the normal green hair stance, and then it has the orange hair stance. And I think in Pokemon Masters at least, like green hair stance makes it so that Relic Song is Psychic, and orange hair stance makes it so that Relic Song is fighting, at least in Pokemon Masters. So getting a little bit confused. I never use Metalwet because it's just kind of a rare Pokemon, so it's not like Pokemon I use often, or I don't think I've ever used Metalwet, so I'm not exactly sure how its mechanics work. But we're trying to capture it here. I'm pretty sure if I knock it out or if it kills itself, then we can go ahead and probably have another opportunity to capture the Pokemon. Seeing that it uses normal and Psychic, if you had like a Sableye or a Pokemon of that nature, it'd probably be pretty good against Metalwet, as it would resist both Relic Song and Psychic. But that's not what we have here, so we'll just keep on chucking Pokeballs at it. Not really sure what else to talk about here. I've exhausted a lot of my conversation pieces in the last two Pokemon Scarlet videos, so at this point I'm just capturing the Pokemon. But yeah, I'm at that point where I'm starting to like look online for resources on the final few things I want to do. I want to make sure I do some of the more important things. There's a lot of like extra things in this game that I haven't really explored on camera, but it's not really something that I want to explore on camera because it's not like super important. For example, a lot of the Blueberry Academy stuff you can do in the little lounge area. I think there's still a little bit more story I need to do in the Blueberry Academy. Like if I go into the exam rooms and stuff, there are people to talk to. But besides that, in the exam rooms, they give you an opportunity to like have different like Pokeball throwing styles and stuff like that. And those features I'm not really gonna explore. There was also like a pair of trainers that I missed out on in Kitakami Island. A certain trainer pair that I didn't really follow. They have a little bit of a story behind them, but again, that's not something I really care about exploring on camera. So for the most part, there's still a few things in the Blueberry Academy that I need to finish up, and then the epilogue, of course, and then these legendaries. So those are like the final few things that I need to do here. Well, we caught the Metalwet, which is good, and that's that. I wonder if the circle of leaves is still here, or has that disappeared? Looks like... yeah, looks like it's kind of disappeared. Okay, so while we are still here, let's go ahead and talk to Snackworth and get our next legendary. I'm only gonna get one more legendary here. We had that Kyurem from the previous time that I failed to catch, and so I want to get that Kyurem. But let's go ahead and get the next one. I've completed 60 solo quests. I obtained a Kofu treat. As Kofu treat, Kofu, frightfully read out one out your random Pokemon. Speaking of Kofu, I do recall there was one particular encounter I had when I was a younger feller. Ventured off to Paldea when I saw Kofu training. ambled right up to it and asked, "Oh, hard at work training, are you?" Why the two of us got along like a house on fire. We trained together till Kofu seemed to be itching to move on. But it left me a gift, a plucked up hull of bamboo sprout that grew nearby just for me. The last night I just gave you, so you might have started meeting it. You run to Kofu, give it my best. Yeah, speaking of rare Pokemon, Kofu, you can actually capture a Kofu in this game as well, which is super cool. Because again, Kofu is a Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC exclusive, so being able to have another opportunity of getting another Kofu is nice here. Because it is a kind of a rare Pokemon to get here. Alright, but like I mentioned, we're gonna try to capture this this Kyurem. I should also put my Metaweta back into the box storage here. Okay, and also right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to look up where Kofu will be. So I think I'll put the Metaweta here. Okay. So yeah, as you saw, I kind of organized my legendary page right there, and you can see that there's a decent amount of legendaries. I'm still, oh my god, it's so snowy that I can't even see where I'm going. Okay, going up here. Okay. And so yeah, I guess I should try to go into the Kyurem encounter first, and then I'll go ahead and look up where Kofu is, because at this point I mean, he gave me no idea where Kofu is. Like, I have no idea from what he said where Kofu might be. And so we're just gonna go ahead and encounter the Kyurem here and start this off. Alright, so Kofu. Where is Kofu? Alright, we're gonna first off use Thunder Wave, get it paralyzed. Okay, so Kofu is pretty easy. Yeah, pretty easy. I know exactly where it is situated, so that's good. Alright. Well, I know now after looking up online. So hopefully we can capture this Kyurem, and then we can get on to the Kofu. Kyurem, again, gave me a little bit of trouble last time, so hopefully this time around it doesn't... First off, hopefully this time around it gets in the ball and doesn't waste my time. Like it did last time. And then after Hyper Voice, interesting. So we can probably switch to Goldengo after this. So you Scary Face, Hyper Voice. Yeah, we're gonna switch up to our Goldengo. That will make it so that I resist a few of these moves. Make the capturing a little bit faster. Yeah, so the Metaweta is a Pokemon that you can get in both versions, and Kofu I think is also a Pokemon that you can get in both versions. It's not a version exclusive. I guess if you have a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and then you play together with somebody, then you know all the legendaries are unlockable. But at least when it comes to, you know, the ones that you can do solo, Kofu counts as one that you can do solo. And a Metaweta. I wonder how early you can get that Metaweta. Is that something that you can only get after Terapagos, before Terapagos? Because a lot of stuff gets unlocked after Terapagos. Which reminds me, I think after you defeat, or after you deal with Terapagos, I think it changes the Academy Tournament. So like the Academy Tournament that Nomona kind of set up, I think that actually gets changed because of, or that gets changed after you deal with Terapagos. So I might need to revisit that with like my team after I'm done with everything, with like the epilogue and everything, because I want to do that as well first. And then probably that might be like my last Pokemon Scarlet like main playthrough video. Just kind of planning how I want to do everything, but for sure I want to get through all the legendary captures first before I continue on with story and the League Club activity. I thought it was called the League Club. Like, I'm not going to do everything that League Club has to offer on camera, but inviting trainers and battling is something I want to do, as well as, yeah, so inviting people and doing battles is the major thing I want to do with the League Club that I still haven't done yet. So we'll do that. We will do that. Okay, I think it's around here Kofu is. Yes. Okay, no, it's right where this waterfall is. That's a better place to fly to. Thankfully, Kyurem didn't give us as much trouble as it did last time, so I'm happy about that. And there we go, Kofu. I forgot to take a picture of Kyurem, but it didn't really matter because we already had him. So let's go ahead. Oh, I already took a picture of him. So let's get close to this Kofu here, and we're gonna take another picture. Oh, what a short little guy here. short little guy. And expression will go. Oh, we're capturing this guy. We're capturing this little fella here. Can't really zoom out more. Okay. My Pokemon aren't that damaged, so I think this is good here. Bearmore. So, level 30 Kofu. So it's actually interesting. It's level 30. I wonder how Kofu evolves. I'm not exactly sure how that works. We're gonna... Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it evolves. It seems like in this game you need to give it a scroll. I know in Pokemon Sword and Shield you have to like defeat one of the towers. And depending where you want Kofu to evolve or what you want Kofu to evolve into, you go to a certain tower. But in this game, it seems like you just give it an item, perhaps. Alright, we're gonna switch to Goldengo because probably can't damage Goldengo, and Goldengo also doesn't have a leftover, so it'll make the capture experience a little bit easier here. I'm not expecting Kofu to be too difficult to capture because it is only level 30. Generally speaking, the lower the level of Pokemon is, the easier it is to capture here. But Kofu is still a legendary Pokemon, so it might take some time here. And after this, yeah, we've gone 3 more legendaries, and still a few more to go, which is not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, I definitely want to start training, like again, EV training and XP training these legendaries that I've been capturing. Unfortunately, they're not shiny, and they have pretty crummy IVs. Like a lot of Pokemon from raids have really good IVs. So you know, my Walking Wake, my Walking Wake and my Iron Leaves have really good IVs. Of course, the event Rayquaza also had really good IVs. But these Pokemon, I noticed that their IVs have been a little bit poo-poo. Just unfortunate. But it is what it is, huh? Alright. And we'll see, yeah. We'll see. There's still like a few more battles that need to be done, like important battles. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to put as my team going into those. Still thinking about how I want to like plan out the rest of this playthrough. Well, we're pretty good amount in here. And again, at this point, I'm just stalling. I'm just talking random nonsense while I capture the Pokemon. Normally, what people would do they would edit this part out of the video, but I am including it because I'm too lazy to edit these videos. No, I just don't want to really edit these videos. Because it's my first time playing the game, and I should, but I'm not going to. Level 30 Kofu, it's male. Is it always male, I wonder? That's something, because I know Terapagos is always male, and Ogerpon is always female. Okay, so yeah, so Kofu actually has a chance of being female, but it's very low. So most of the time you're going to get a male Kofu. But you know, the off chance there's you know, you get a female Kofu, which is always interesting. I got a male Kofu, so that is what it is. Unless this Kofu dies, like it knocks itself out with struggle, and then I guess I'll get a chance of re-rolling its gender. It probably doesn't always stay the same gender though, right? It probably changes. I'm sure what I could have done as well is try to like farm for nature. So what I can do is I can probably capture it, probably with like an Ultra Ball or something, or a Master Ball, and then look at its nature. And then if I'm not a big fan of the nature, I can always turn off my game and have another go at it, because I can always turn off autosave and like manually save it, and so probably farm for a certain nature. Not a big deal now that the game has like mints, which you can change the nature, so not that big of a deal. I think Pokemon has done a really good job making competitive battling or just competitive Pokemon more accessible in general, so that's always nice. So I'm not really important to get the correct natures, but normally if it's like my second playthrough, or if I'm playing just not recording it, I'll probably try hard a little bit when it comes to these Pokemon, trying to farm the correct nature. I'm not sure if the whole Alakazam telepathy trick, or not Alakazam, but like Abra or Kadabra, I think that's telepathy ability, where it has a chance of transferring the nature onto the Pokemon you run to. I think they removed it in this game, or I don't think that works in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So there might be like no good way of forcing a Pokemon's nature besides just retrying. Which is again annoying, but it depends how much Master Balls you're willing to spend. I have 5 Master Balls, but at the same time I am just using Pokeballs, so like if you're using Ultra Balls or, you know, other balls, it'll be a little bit easier. I'm just playing on hard mode right now. But yeah, if I really want to farm for a certain nature of these Pokemon, Kofu is a good one because Kofu is a rare Pokemon. Don't have many opportunities to capture it. Or I don't even think you can capture it in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think they just give it to you as a gift Pokemon. This might be your only opportunity to capture it, which means it's, you know, one of your only opportunities to kind of reroll its nature. But yeah, we keep on going here. We keep on going. I caught that Metawetta and that Kyurem pretty quickly, all things considered. And so, if we can capture this Kofu pretty quickly, we'll still have enough time to get a few snacks from Snackworth to start preparing for our next video, where we'll capture more legendaries. But the Kofu does seem like it wants to give me a little bit of trouble. Even though it's level 30, it's still a bit of a feisty fella here. I wonder if I should start sleeping, like having a Pokemon that can make the enemy sleep, because that would improve the capture rate, I believe. It's just that sleeping is a little bit of a more difficult, I guess, status condition to get. I do have a Brute on it that can use Spore. So it's not like the hardest thing to get off, but then my Brute Bonnet has like 7 or 8 weaknesses. It's weak to half the types in the game. The dark and grass type is pretty bad, and so I'd have a tough time keeping it alive, which is the main problem with having a Spore user, because like it's like what, Breloom is another good one. Amoonguss is another good one. Amoonguss typing is a little bit better than, I guess, Brute Bonnet. Oh, we almost got it there. The faster we get this Pokemon, the faster I can progress with the video, but still wants to give us a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I have no plans on building Kofu though. I'm not sure if I like the water Urshifu? Is that the evolution? Urshifu? I'm not sure if I want the water Urshifu or the dark Urshifu. That doesn't really matter, but it kind of does also. We got our Kofu though. And yeah, still making really good time in this video. even after all the like messing around trying to get Metal, we got our Kofu. Seems to have a nature which lowers a special attack, which isn't that good. Yeah, not the greatest. Okay, but yeah, we're missing like Raikou, and then we're missing a few Pokemon Scarlet exclusives. We have our Latias here, and then we're missing some of the Kanto birds. So still a few legendaries yet to capture here. So let's go ahead and unlock some more of them here. Okay. And then maybe... yeah, we should have a decent amount of time left in this video. So maybe we can do some League Club stuff. I don't want to capture another legendary this video, but I could start doing some League Club stuff. We completed 70 solo quests. I earned a Latios treat. There's a Latios treat. You know Latios frightfully rare that one not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Latios, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. One day I ran smack dab into it. Brazen as you please. While I was up in northeast Paldea, you see, we couldn't speak each other's language, but I got a feeling it was telling me to follow it. So I gave chase when Latios flew off, and I ended up climbing the mighty steep hills. Next time I looked up, I realized I'd come to a small lake nested in between some jagged cliffs. It was a secret spot, alright. I love the snacks you have right there, so you might have a shot at meeting it. Did you meet old Latios? Give it my best. I've completed 80 solo quests. Earned myself a special treat. I got the Moltres treat. There's a Moltres treat. You know, Moltres Fireflare, that one, like your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Moltres, I do recall this one particular encounter I had when I was a young fella. I was off doing a spot of rock climbing over in western Paldea at the time. Your other was sure something else that day. Sandstorm was kicking up the whole desert. My mouth was as sandy as ground. I was about ready to call it quits when Moltres appeared in a blaze of glory so bright you can see it through the blowing sand. I don't know if it meant to cheer me on, but certainly did, and I completed my climb that day. It loves that you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run to old Moltres, you be sure to give it my best. Alright. Completed 90 solo quests, earn yourself a special snack. Got a Raikou treat. There's a Raikou treat. You know, Raikou Farfalera one, like your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Raikou, I do recall this particular encounter when I was a younger fella. Yes, there was a day me and old Raikou went racing up a mountain together. That Raikou is no slouch, that's for sure. Kept dashing past me and taking the lead. I was huffing and puffing and muttering some helpful things as I chased that wily Pokemon. But in the end, we were sitting side by side atop that peak, gazing out upon the massive, majestic desert that covers the land to the north. The last snack you have there, so you might get a shot at meeting it. But to Raikou, give it my best. So Raikou seems to be probably somewhere here. Like somewhere in this area, and probably Moltres is somewhere in this area. Latios, I feel like it's somewhere in like this area. Secret Lake, so it might be somewhere like over here. But we'll save that for later. Again, there's a few things again I had to do at the here, so you can see I can talk to Mary's here. We can also go to the League Club room, and just to kind of show what I meant earlier on in the video when I said there's a few things that I want to do with the League Club. I think I have to talk to here. Contribute League Club. And yeah, so yeah, you can see here there's a bunch of throwing styles I can do. Effects on photos apparently. Remodeling rooms. Apparently music. And a secret boss of Blueberry Academy. And then I can also call a special coach. So I can invite some people here. A bunch of people yet to invite here. And yeah. Let's go ahead and invite Katy or K2 to Blueberry Academy. I'm not sure how this works, but it requires some BP. My name is Katie. I'm owner of the Soapberry in Paldea region. Oh, that's right. I was called here as a gym leader, not a pastier. But then I'm not exactly sure. I think you can battle them, and spoilers, because I researched it, I think I can also trade with them as well. So let's go ahead and talk with them real quick. Oh, hello? I didn't think I'd run into you in a faraway place like this. I'm the one that called you. Oh, you're the one who called me here. I'm flattered. Hey, now our chance encounter suddenly seems to make sense. Well then, I ought to slip into coach mode if I was called here as such. I think it's high time we taught this academy how lovely bug Pokemon are. Alright. Do I have to fight her? If I have to fight her, let's go ahead and... I mean, it is 30 minutes in the video, but we've been capturing so many legendaries. I want to do something a little bit different, so let me go ahead and do something a little bit different here. I'll make up real quick of a team that can fight her. Yes, I'm being cringe and I'm using strong Pokemon against her Pokemon, but that's the name of the game, right? We'll also use a bug Pokemon, I guess. And it's good. That's my team here. We'll with Arcanine, I suppose. Okay, the invitation battle. Yeah, let's do a quick battle here. I say quick, but we'll see. I'm already kind of over time on the video, but again, want to include a battle. So my plan is to invite all the trainers and we're gonna fight them all, because I think I have to for completion's sake. I think. If not, I'm gonna do it anyways because it's still fun to fight these trainers. Level 80 Spidops. Okay, so a little bit higher level than I thought. Soap Trap. Is that like a protect? Does it lower my speed if I make physical contact with it or something? No, it didn't lower anything. Okay. Great. Rock Slide. It missed. I freaking hate Rock Slide. Toxic Spike, that's gonna be a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. I'm gonna Rock Slide here, and then finally got rid of the Spider. The Water Spider here would be pretty good because Arcanine is quad weak against water. Yep, they went ahead and got that Water Spider out. I'm gonna keep my Arcanine here. I'm just gonna hope that my Wild Charge hits, I suppose. Or do I want to still use Rock Slide? I'm gonna still use Rock Slide here. As long as it doesn't miss, it should do pretty good damage because it has Stab. That's why I wanted to keep that Rock Slide up. And the more switching of Pokemon I do, the worse it is for me. Fortress probably has... hopefully it doesn't explode on me, but it probably has a Sturdy. And so we'll do some damage on it before we try to knock it out here. So it's going to use Curse, which shouldn't really matter because my fire move is quad super effective. Also, just doing some damage on the Fortress means that I'll take less damage from the Flare Blitz as well. Oh, I forgot, my Pokemon doesn't get damaged by recoil because of Rock Head, right? I forgot. Oops. Okay, so I probably should be using Flare Blitz more often then, because Flare Blitz does have 100% accuracy. Better than Rock Slide, which showed me that first Pokemon. Pretty simple here. Heracross is going to be fighting type, so it's going to be super effective against my Arcanine. Is she going to Heracross? No, she still has 2 more Pokemon left. Alright, feels good to absolutely sweep her, because if you recall, she beat me when I first fought her. Was I a little bit underprepared? Yes. Ursaring Grit and perseverance, that's what both Pokemon are all about. I turn this battle on his head. Ursaring, and she's probably gonna turn into Bug. Thank you for your time, my little Ursaring. Let's get you some antenna and bug you up. So all she has done is made her Ursaring weaker against my Pokemon. So there you go. Again, kind of cringe using a Hisuian Arcanine because kind of just wrecked her. But you know what? That's how we make the video quick and easy. All right. The less struggle we have, the quicker the video can go. Oh my, beautiful job. I got a bunch of prize money. A good source of money here. We want to equip some amulet coin and start farming money on these people, I think. I suppose I should expect no less from a trainer such as you. You make quick work on my team. You're really growing such a beautiful young trainer. Could I interest you in a dessert after your victory? Take 3 shakers of sweet Herba Mythica. The road ahead, you continue to be sweet and gentle. I just love taking a walk in the terrarium. There are oodles or Pokemon I've never seen before. They've given me so many ideas for new sweets. You know what those antenna Pokemon get when they Terastalize into Bug type, or just okay, I wish all Pokemon had Bug type. Okay. So view, check the support. Oh, oops. So view details. Okay, so it says shared memories. I've invited once. I receive Herba Mythicas and question. So I'm guessing I need to trade with them because again I know that I can trade with them. But I guess we'll do that another time. So we got pretty good progress in the video. Caught a few more legendaries. Invited our first trainer into our league club, and next time we'll continue capturing more legendaries, and then that should be good from there. Almost have a few more legendaries to capture, but we're almost done with all the legendaries. Well, thank you so much for watching. You're beautiful the way you are, and I'll catch you in the next Pokemon Scarlet video.